Digging Japanese pop. I'm Cody, and here with me is
Yoshi here. Hello everyone.
Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We are gonna talk about Totoi.
Totoi. Yeah, it's Totoi.
Yeah, that's a Japanese word. I didn't make it up.
Right. So it's a literal
Yeah.
Japanese word, and we do use it to describe characters or like some sort of Totoi relationship or something like that. But
Yeah.
for those who don't know what Totoi means, it just kind of
hmm
means sacred or untouchable or something like precious, something noble, something, let's say, extremely valuable or something like that.
Yeah. We use the term to explore the love of that character
Mhm.
or the relationship between characters.
So, for example, we can say Hello Kitty is Totoi if you really like Hello Kitty, or you
hmm
could say, I don't know, you can pretty much say for anything that you really, really love or you think they're precious, sacred, or
Yeah, like
untouchable.
if it's from anime, the you and I are polar opposite. You can say Tani, the relationship of Tani and Suzuki-san is Totoi.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So, yeah. I mean, in recent years, I mean, I feel like in pop culture, we use it to describe many things, like almost
mhm,
untouchable admiration or like the something like that's high value we see in something or
mhm.
some sort of deep affection we have or the praise for the relationship with characters or for one character. And it's not just saying, like they're nice. It carries more to it, and then like carries a nuance of some sort of like distance in a way that they're like so
Yeah.
precious that you feel they're untouchable.
Yeah, it's the
Mm.
term is I think it's delivered from a religious term, so
Mm.
that's because it has the impression of the character or relationship is so mighty or like so
Right.
great you
Hmm.
cannot touch it, but you feel the love. You feel you just love the thing or not the thing, like person,
Mm.
character or relationship.
Right. Can we use it for a thing though? Could we
I don't
say
know.
like
I wouldn't say like, oh, this is Totoi coffee. I wouldn't say that. Or like, this is Totoi mayonnaise. You cannot,
do you like mayonnaise?
right? Well, I don't. That's because I don't say that. But maybe the English term sacred. You can almost say like this is sacred mayonnaise, right?
Yeah, you could probably say
I
that,
think.
yeah. It was like really, really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Or like
But
has a history
I
or
guess, yeah.
something.
I mean, but I feel like, I mean, we could probably use it, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
And we understand what you mean,
Yeah.
but I guess
hmm
it's a little hard to use it for a thing. We mainly
Yeah.
use it for some living things, like people or like
Characters
characters.
relationship,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But you cannot say like my mother is very totoi, right?
I mean,
So
you
it's
could say
mainly
that.
I can say that. I probably should say that, but mainly the term is used to describe a fictional character or relationship most of the
Or
time.
some sort of
Mm.
like celebrity.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we're going to talk about this. Today,
Right.
we're going to specifically talk about Totoi relationship
Right.
because we just talked about, you and I are polar opposite in
Because
the
they're
last
really,
previous
really
episode.
toy. They're
Yeah,
super
that's so Totoi.
toy.
Not just one character, but the community or the relationship between
Yeah.
them are just very
They're like,
Totoi.
oh, I just want
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
one of the walls in their classroom and I just like look at them, and listen to their
It's like the
conversation.
feeling like I want to be there, but I don't want to in between them,
Right, right,
right?
right, exactly.
I just want to stand by them and watch them.
Because they're so sacred in a way that you don't want to like
Yeah.
be involved in a way. You just want to like
hmm
take some sort of distance and like
Yeah.
look from that
That's what
distance,
that's what
Yeah,
Totoi
or
feels
to it,
like.
yeah. I mean, we used to have like a lot of words like this, like moe,
Oh wait, Moe.
right?
I think that went extinct. I think I
Yeah,
don't
I
hear
feel
that
like I don't
word
hear it
recently.
anymore that much. We used to hear
We
it like maybe in 10 years ago a lot in conversation,
Yeah,
maybe.
or maybe that we have the term gap moe,
Yeah.
which is
Wait.
like you feel
Mm,
the like difference between all that what one character seems like bad, but
mm,
it was actually good, so you can feel the affection to the character.
mm.
That's called gap moe,
Yeah, we
and
do hear that.
maybe we
Yeah.
use that word.
Only for that, maybe.
Yeah, maybe only for that. So we
Just the
don't
term like
we
moe
rarely use.
itself, I feel like we don't really use it that much anymore. We use
Yeah,
totoi.
yeah. Moe culture is still there,
I know, of
but
course,
we
yeah.
don't use the word moe
I think we tend
anymore.
to use totoi more, or like numaru.
Yeah, numaru. Yeah, or
Numaru.
maybe oshi,
Yeah.
like oshinoko.
Yeah, like ushi is like
Uh,
totoi, right? Usually.
yeah, I think maybe some people use it differently, but
Mm,
it's basically the same. It's a Venn diagram. You
mm,
can use,
right.
yeah, you can use the term to express the affection
Yeah. So there, I
differently.
heard that there was this thing called meroi.
Oh, that's really recent. I just heard the term
Yeah, me too.
yesterday
Mm,
for the first time,
mm.
and I looked it up. I still don't understand what that means, meroi.
Meroi is more like how do we explain this? It's more like you're fascinated
I
by something, or like
think.
madly in love with, or like
Uh
some
huh.
sort of
Uh
like
huh.
you're being like smitten with some sort of thing,
Yeah.
because it's
So
so
if.
like it's so attractive. So there
Mhm.
is a word, there's like a mero,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
In
yeah.
Japanese, it just means like you're fascinated or like
Mhm.
madly in love
Mhm.
because that person or something is so attractive. But
Mhm.
so we
Mhm.
kind of use it as like we recently, I guess. But I never used it
Yeah.
myself. And then I heard of it like recently. So I was like, oh, that's a new word.
Yeah. There were so many words to
Mm.
describe that kind of feeling in Japan, and it's changing. The trend is
Yeah,
changing
it's very
constantly.
interesting, because
Yeah.
when the word actually like moe came up, like I
Mhm.
was like, what is moe, right? But then I got so
Yeah.
used to it, and I started using it, and like totoi as well, and numaru as
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
right? So it's
Mhm.
kind of like a pop culture, like internet culture thing that we get, and then they are usually using like fictional
Yeah.
characters for fictional characters, or some sort of relationship between fictional characters, and sometimes we use it for someone like celebrities.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Like, let's see if metalgy is gonna stick around, because there are so many words that didn't
Yeah.
stick around.
I mean, the term tortoise,
Mm.
maybe go extinct in 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see
But
how
yeah,
that's gonna go.
we'll see. But we are gonna talk about
Right, totally
tortoise. Yeah,
relationship. I mean, there are so
yeah.
many in manga
Hmm.
or anime. There's like romantic pairs, like romantic
Oh yes, yes,
relationship.
yes, yes, yes. Hmm.
There is like let's see, 'cause I kind of like,
Okay,
Kaguya,
I love the
or
anime. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
or
that's tortoise.
there's so many. And then like there is like rival things,
Oh, like
like the relationship
Naruto and
between
Sasuke.
rivals. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or
Totally understandable.
Goku and
Yeah,
Vegeta,
totally get
maybe
it.
some sort of
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and also like Haikyuu and all these kind
Mm-hmm.
of like
Mm-hmm.
sports related anime manga. They always have rivalry going on, right? So there are like a lot of
Yeah.
like rivalry kind of total relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and there are also like partners, like nakama kind of like
Mm.
partners,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah, yeah.
say Hunter x Hunter, like Gon and Killua.
Go and Killer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The buddies
yeah, buddy kind of.
relationship.
And there's
Mm-hmm.
also like,
Mm-hmm.
teacher, student, like mentor, student kind of like
Oh,
relationship.
Nube.
Yeah,
Nube.
Neve. And hey,
His student. Yeah,
he's,
that's so totally.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, of course, there's like a demon slayer, like Tanjiro, and like others,
Mm.
and right? Do you have any? Oh, there's one more like family kind of
Oh
relationship.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like a spy family. That's a whole family's Totoi.
Yeah. Anya,
Like
Loli,
people
and
love it
Mila.
in
Yeah.
Totoi way.
I mean, it
So
doesn't have to
yeah.
be like related, right? They don't really have to be related, but like if they
Mm-hmm.
have some sort of like family structure, it can
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
probably used for that as well.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, total relationship has so many
I
like patterns or like
know.
so many forms, and you can almost
Mm.
say any relationship is total.
Mm.
So that's a big
If you
word.
like the relationship between them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's so many. There's so
I
many.
mean, maybe
Mm.
not like rivalry, but maybe the two character hate each other,
Mm.
but you love that relationship. You can say, that's Totoi.
Yeah, that's very, very
Even
true.
though they hate each other, you can say that's Totoi relationship.
I
So
feel like it's
I think.
also kind of used in a way that in like in manga or like anime, to describe someone or characters who are
Hmm.
kind of like individually incomplete, but together they become like the whole. And then like
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
usually like very important like in the story. So I mean there are so many and I do have my own favorite, but do
Oh.
you have your favorite Totoi relationship?
I do have total relationship. Like most one of my most favorite relationship of all time is brotherhood relationship
Oh,
from Full Metal Alchemist
I think you
and
mentioned it
all.
earlier. I mean, like before in another episode.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I because I'm an only child,
Mm.
I don't have siblings, and I'm not gonna have siblings. I have
I mean,
a
you
brother
could.
like buddy.
You could.
Yeah, I could maybe
But it's
my
like
yeah
probably not happening, right?
yeah
Mm.
my parent might get married. I don't know. Maybe it's their life, so maybe I'm gonna have
A little brother or a
siblings.
little sister. Who
Maybe,
knows? But
but
anyways, for now, we don't have any,
it's
right?
highly
Mm.
unlikely.
So,
And yeah, I have like a brother esque
hmm.
buddy relationship, but I'm not gonna have a actual brothers or
Mm.
siblings, and that that's probably why I feel the relationship of Ed and Al,
Mm.
it feels so Totoi to me because that's the thing I'm not gonna have and I've never had.
Ah.
So, and their journey together
Mm.
to find a cure or to
Right.
find a way to
For his little brother.
fix
Mm.
everything. Yeah, and that's just so total. They always say like they're the only one in this world that they have each other, and
Mm.
they're the only family they have in this world. So
Mm.
we have to stick together, and
Oh.
that feeling
Mm.
is a thing I'm not gonna have.
I mean,
So,
I do have an older sister,
uh-huh.
but I don't know, like, even though I mean, I love her, but I'm not gonna be in the situation that she is the only one I would have in the world, right? I mean, in the real world.
Yeah, that's too extreme, maybe,
Yeah. And then, like,
because
like,
that.
I have an older sister and I had, like, so much,
Uh
like, I had so many fights. And we
huh.
had, like, we used to get it so easily when we were kids.
Hmm.
So when you
Hmm.
actually say it like that, it's not as good as you think.
Maybe, but to me,
I mean, no offense,
the
my sister, I'm
fights.
sorry, but
Yeah, but to me, the fights
uh-huh.
you had
Yeah.
is the experience I didn't
Ah,
have.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
So that's even
Mm.
make it more Totoi.
Ah,
Even the
okay. All
fights,
right.
yeah,
I
make
mean, yeah,
Totoi, I
it kind of
think.
makes sense though. I
Hmm.
mean, we always kind of want something that we can't have or we won't have, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I do understand
Yeah,
that. And then we always like look at others thinking like, oh, I wish I had that. So it's very natural. And I do understand.
yeah,
But I know their relationships super totally. Yeah.
yeah. Hagaren, the
Mm.
Full Metal Alchemist, has so many Totoi relationship. I
Yeah.
mean, Ed and Winley,
Mm.
they're like in a romantic way. Eventually, spoiler alert, but eventually they have they're having a romantic relationship,
Mm.
and they are totally too.
Mm.
But it also has Mustang and
Right.
Hawkeye. They are like maybe partially romantic, but beyond that, they have a trust. They trust each other, and they have like a kind of mentor and
Mm.
student kind of relationship, and it is good.
Yeah.
The manga series is so good. It has so many total relationship.
Yeah. That's very, very true. Total relationships is just
Yeah.
everywhere in manga. And I
Hmm.
think it's like one of the reasons we love manga, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Do you have any like particular total relationship?
I mean, it's very hard to choose, right? Because there's
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
many. But I would
Hmm.
say my favorite is Kandoji and Iguro in from Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
it's more
I
like a
get that.
romantic relationship, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's just that I think like they do like kind of see each other as something precious, like somebody very
Mm-hmm.
precious. And they both also think that uh they don't really think of themselves as someone worthy of what they
Mm-hmm.
have. Igor carries like deep
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
guilt about his past and like,
Mm-hmm.
believing that he's not like worthy of something.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Kanoji also has been told that she isn't normal when she was kid,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because of her body and like her insane appetite and
Mm-hmm.
unusual strength, she had all these kind of things. So like a lot of people
Uh-huh.
around her used to tell her like, "Oh, you're not normal," right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they don't like deny or like reject the others' insecurities. Like they
Mm-hmm.
do think that's what makes them precious and very interesting. And that's why they're like, like they get attracted to each other, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
they really love who they are in a way. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Kanoji doesn't like who she is, but Iguro does, right? And Iguro
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
like who he is, but Kanoji does. And I think it's just like the mutual affirmation is like what makes
Mm-hmm.
them their relationship so precious, totally.
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
at the I don't want to spoil anything, but I just love how they were at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that scene so
I know.
much,
I
and
reread it.
I don't want to spoil anything,
Yeah,
but
right. So
it
I can't
has.
really say in details, but
Yeah, yeah.
because at first, like I wasn't really fond of kandoji that much or Yuro. So I was just reading, as like, oh, they were just one of those characters in the story, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then as the story went by, and I was like, oh, they're like, okay, okay, but like not really like something like flashy happens or anything, right? But at the end, I was like, oh my god, what?
Yeah,
And I went back to the start and I read it the whole thing once again with
yeah.
knowing the end. And I was like, oh my god,
I mean, Kimetsu, the Demon
totally.
Slayer, does that so many times, right?
I know.
They're kind of a background character. They are really, the characteristics is really good,
Mhm.
but they had been portrayed as a background character,
Mm,
so they don't tell their stories that much. But at the end, the story goes really deep into those characters,
mm,
and the whole background scene
mm.
has suddenly have meaning,
Yeah,
or
so
like
much more
deeper,
meaning. Yeah,
yeah, deeper background to it, and it just Kimetsu does that all the time, and
yeah,
I love that.
I know.
And yeah, Kanroji and Iguro, yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, full the
I
story.
might gonna, yeah, I might
Yeah,
be
for
gonna
those who haven't read
spoil.
it, I mean, it's
Yeah,
great. So I think my favorite Totoro relationship is theirs. Yeah,
yeah,
Kanroji and
true,
Iguro.
true.
I mean, like, like I was thinking that I chose this because, as a girl, I kind of like grew up with like reading
Mm-hmm.
shoujo manga, right? So that's like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of like about romance. So romance is like something that I grew up with in manga.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I was like, maybe because of that, I'm like more fascinated with like, this kind of like nice, precious romantic
Mm.
relationship kind of thing. But as we said, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? So I'm like, okay,
True,
doesn't mean that like I
true.
never had like a good relationship. I was like,
I mean,
wait
we
a
are not gonna
second,
go deep into that
Yeah.
story, but yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
I mean, yeah, but anyways, I think I do really like these kind of like totally romantic relationship in
Mm.
manga. I think that's one
That's
of the
that.
reasons I really like the Seihantai Nakimizu. Yeah.
True, true.
Mm.
I mean, but that's kind of interesting that you mentioned the romantic relationship in the Kimetsu, the Demon
Mm.
Slayer, because when I use the term totoi, I prefer to use it for non-romantic relationship,
Mm.
and
Like,
especially brotherhood, because that's the thing I don't have, and I'm not gonna have, and
ah,
that's what makes it more precious,
mm.
and the thing that I cannot get, and to so So that's because I crave more. And the romantic relationship,
Right.
yeah, the romantic relationship like Iguro and
Mm.
Kanroji, that's not gonna happen to me. But
Who knows? I mean, you already have a
I mean,
wife. I
I don't want it to happen
guess.
in the end of my
Okay.
life,
Okay.
but that's the way I prefer to
Mm.
use the word, use the term totoi,
Mm.
and I think every Japanese people has a different way or different definition of
Mm.
totoi. And that's what makes it more interesting to talk about
Right.
Toto, I think.
Mm. I mean,
Yeah.
of course there are, as we said, because there's so many types
Hmm.
of total relationship, like the one that I mentioned, like a romantic kind of relationship, or some sort of
Mm-hmm.
like buddy bond or rivalry or family kind of thing, mentor
Hmm.
students. There's so many, right? And what
Hmm.
we're attracted to is kind of it kind of depends on us, right?
Hmm.
It doesn't really, it doesn't really mean that like it has to be this.
Hmm.
It doesn't have like a solid definition. So I think it's really up for everyone
Hmm.
to find their tutor relationship. And we'd love to hear your favorite. And
Oh
what's
yeah,
your
yeah,
tutor
yeah,
relationship? Like what's your favorite tutor relationship? And like what do you
yeah,
think?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
which one are you more attracted to? Like, which one more you like you like more? Like family type or like romantic ones or like buddy ones or students and teacher ones. Like, I mean, there's so many others probably. We
Hmm.
mentioned only probably five, right? Five types, but pretty sure there
Yeah,
are so much more. So many more.
definitely common
Mm.
relationships, and
And
yeah, it is interesting that we have
mm,
a the word totoi, but
mm,
we have different definition or like prefer relationship.
mm,
And so when we talk about totoi relationships, like you're gonna surprise to other people's totoi relationship,
mm,
right? So maybe it's one of the things that when you after reading a manga and talk about the manga, when you talk about totoi relationships, it's gonna surprise you
yeah.
probably. And then it is just yeah, please comment
Mm,
below about your totoi relationship.
yeah.
I'd love to hear those.
Yep. And as I said, when you actually find your favorite Tolstoy relationship in the manga, I think really
Hmm.
changes the way you look at it, the story.
Mm,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to go back all the way and just, pay more attention to those characters, right? And like
Mm-hmm.
I found so many hidden meanings in their
Mm-hmm.
lines and in their like face expressions and everything. And so I think once you find it, I think there's like so much more. Like there's so much more depth in the story. You can find it in the
Mm-hmm.
story, and I think that makes manga more fun to read.
Yeah,
Mm,
definitely. I mean, in Hagaren Fullmetal Alchemist, Ed and Al are just obviously great brothers.
mm,
But when you look at Mustang and Hawkeye, at the beginning, you kind of see
mm.
they have a really good relationship,
Yep.
like a boss and a the soldier kind of relationship. But the lines or the conversation they're having. After finish reading the whole series, you can see the trust, or you can see the what they are carrying from the past, what they have experienced. That you can
Mm-hmm.
kind of see the weight of the relationship, and that's what
Yeah.
makes you
Mm-hmm.
what that's what makes it more interesting
Right.
on the second read.
Mm. Very, very true. I mean, it's kind of hard to find this kind of relationship in real life, I guess. And I guess, I mean,
Maybe.
like it's kind of probably why we're so attracted to it. Like we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
think like
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
precious, right? I
Uh
mean,
huh.
if for those who have those kind of relationship, I think it's great if you have one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for many, I think it's kind of hard to find one, right? So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
in
yeah.
manga, we get to find so many. So we
Yes.
love to hear
Yes.
about we love to hear about your favorite Totoi relationship. So
Mm-hmm.
please leave
Mm-hmm.
that in the comments. And this program is brought to you with the support of the manga app Emaki. And the work we mentioned today are available on Emaki, right? Most of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Demon Slayer, of course, and your favorite as well. So please check the link in the description and don't forget to follow and rate us, maybe, or leave
Yeah,
a
rate
comment
us.
about your favorite total relationship.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much. So see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.